Jalani's just showing us the bricks.
He has sleep. He drew all of the bricks. Oh, and the set rotation. Oh no, this is going to get out of hand.
And then I do believe Aaron can just set up with Calamities on top of this instead of going full combo.
Calamities? I'm going for game. Because Jalani went first and passed.
Oh, it's a mind control in hand. So let's see. Any response?
Set rotation.
Set rotation.
Give your opponent a lost world and take the diagram.
Now I'm going to let you take lead on this, Keon, even though I do play Aaron.
I already know exactly what.
Yeah, Aaron is one of my friends, so there's going to be a little bit of bias from my side of things for him to win this and go undefeated the whole tournament.
Yeah, so now he's going to use the second miss because he wants to banish both for a baby and then use the diagram to pop the baby, bring out Oviraptor, and we're off to the races.
So that's actually an illegal play, but let's see if
it's not, because the activation of Miscellaneous Source is not once per turn.
Yes, you are correct on that, but you cannot make dinos unaffected if they're already unaffected. The one way to properly do that is to chain the Miscellaneous on top of Miscellaneous.
So,
now the question is, do we want to stop the judge or stop on judge?
We probably should, honestly, because.
Yeah.
Anytime we watch a YCS, everyone's in chats is raving about, hey, why aren't we?
Yeah.
Why no one doing
I'll be right
anything?
back, guys.
So you just run out there. That's so unfortunate. He didn't do the play right. So what he was supposed to do was activate Misk, chain Misk, so that they would both go off. But because he didn't do it, that's so bad. Oh no. That's you hate to see it happen.
Miscellaneous was played earlier on the turn. It resulted in being chained. Aaron attempted to activate the effect from chain again. Is he allowed to do that? What's the play? It's a play from street. He gets this whole combo if he gets it or not. But dinosaur, the effect to make dinosaurs
those who gaming judge. Exactly. That's.
What just happened? What happened first?
No, the rainy is chuck from my hand. It's not a hard once per turn. The second one is specifically says you can only use this effect on miscellaneous.
Dinos are already unaffected.
No. You already applied an effect already. Yeah.
You would have to chain miscellaneous on top of itself to be able to get
Yeah, so he.
The funny thing is, I know it's not like that. If it's like your head judge, I'm just gonna.
You let it resolve already. It's for this phase.
I get that, but what I'm getting at is there's nothing saying I cannot activate it again. But because you're head judge and you already say your ruling's final.
No, it's not a game loss because he's not making an intentional illegal play. He's not trying to be malicious and cheat. He just honestly doesn't know that.
Because I've always backed it up, so I think what the difference is because.
But he's sick right now, so that's why. It's the same way you can't activate Conductor if there's nothing to book, if there's nothing on your opponent's board, because you can't activate effect if it won't do anything. And so from Miscellaneous Saurus, you can't attempt to make dinosaurs unaffected if they're already unaffected, because it won't do anything. You can't Dark Hole an empty board, Heavy Storm an empty back row, so it's the same concept.
It's just because it's like the game says repaired. 2 minutes. Sure. Fine. Do I replay it back? The game says to repair.
Yeah,
he managed to special repair, so I'm going to put this back. So I put everything back together. Yeah.
One miscellaneous and
one miscellaneous engraved. This is going to go to the bottom of my deck.
What a start.
Yes. This is quite such a final one. And that play right there mattered so much because now he doesn't get to do full combo. So now he has to try to. You can tell he's a little perturbed by what's happening. I mean, Crash, you say why argue judge? Honestly, like at a lot of events, you will find that judges, although they took the judge exam and everything, they don't always make the right calls, and so you would try to argue your case like, hey, I understand what you're saying, Judge, but this is the way I see it, and sometimes the players are actually correct. But unfortunately, in this instance, that is not the case.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how much of that you guys heard of me being on the front lines there. But Jalani brought up a very good point. In Yu-Gi-Oh, you cannot activate cards that would do nothing, so you can't like Raigeki in empty field. The proper way to do the play Aaron was trying to do, since miscellaneous is not a hard once per turn, is to activate miscellaneous and chain miscellaneous itself to the miscellaneous effect.
Yeah, so that the first one that was activated would actually just resolve without effect. And it's funny that you came back and said the whole you can't do it, because I was literally telling the chat the same exact thing, that you can't activate a card that will do nothing. So you can't activate Ultimate Conductor if there's no monsters on the board to put face down. And now Jelani gets the win. Aaron is gonna scoop. I know Aaron is definitely.
He gets the win?
Yeah,
Jelani gets game one?
Yeah, Jalani got
gets
game one.
Well, goddamn. All right.
Yep. So Ghost Day, we're going to game 2.
It's not your fault.
What a quick 5-minute game.
That's kind of just like.
Both duelists are also getting a 2-minute extension from head judge for our interruption on that.
Quick
No.
3-minute game.
So let's see, what would Aaron be siding in here? Retaliating C is definitely strong. Droll obviously is going in.
Actually, I'm going to look up a card on Jelani's side.
And Dark Ruler no more. In his side deck?
Ooh, he is playing a spicy Appointer of the
Pointer
Red,
of Red
Lotus.
Yeah, let me see. That's a Pointer is definitely a good card.
Dark Ruler no more. Evenly Match, Phantasmes, Lightning Storms, Nibiru's, and Twin Twisters.
Now, if you're Jelani and you know the dinosaur matchup, do you make your opponent go first, knowing that?
Well, it's not Jelani's choosing; it's Aaron's choosing.
Oh
at this
yeah, it's
point.
Aaron choosing. So you know Aaron's choosing to go second. But if you go to game 3, and you see that your opponent's always making you go first, do you then say, you know what, you go first, or do you just stick to your guns and you try to make your full combo?
Honestly, I would stick to my own guns. But there's different playstyles for dinos, depending on what Aaron wants to do. If he's forced to go first, I know he can definitely end on a turn 1 BFD before Dark Ruler no more happens, essentially just shutting off all of Jelani's turn. So it's going to be very dangerous one way or the other for either duelist here choosing to go first or second.
Indeed.
It just depends on what we are siding and what we're not
I'm
siding.
really surprised that he's playing the Tyranno Infinity. Like, my friend also plays Dinos with me, and he was playing for. I was like, bro, please cut that card. It is such a brick. Like, please just stop playing that. But lo and behold, here he is, undefeated, still playing the card. So if it works for you, it works for you.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron's honestly one of the better Dino players that I do know. He's been basically playing the deck since the structure decks came out, and he's played it a bit differently to what most people thought, even when they were the Tier 1 deck. Top in the box as it was.
That card is broken. Nah. This game honestly doesn't matter, because no matter what happens, they're both gonna make top 8. But what it does affect is which side of the bracket they'll end up on. If they'll end up on opposing sides of the bracket or the same side. So, you know, they could draw and possibly have to be 4th and 5th and have to play each other immediately again in top 8.
So yeah, I would be playing for either the win or the loss.
Exactly.
In my opinion, I would definitely be going for the loss, just because I want to be seeing someone higher in the standings. But that's just my competitive spirit.
Yeah, Crash. They are both undefeated, so it doesn't matter. So Jelani went first and is opening up with Magician Souls. Now, I do believe that's a Retaliating C in Aaron's hand, so that is definitely going to be useful.
Aaron's just rereading the card text.
Yeah, he just wanted to say, all right, when can I activate this?
I do believe I did see a couple of other cards in Aaron's hand, including the... Aaron's just pulling up translations on his own phone for the rescue.
So if they're not what's for so if I have to be with these pretty much a banish from graveyard, especially in the spell from my graveyard.
Oh, this is a little rough. Because rereading Retaliating C, when is he going to summon it?
The only real point to summon it in the Spiral matchup is when the Big Red activation,
yes.
if Big Red happens. But then I feel like that's a little bit too late in the combo. I think I saw a baby and 2 pot of extravagances in Aaron's hand on top of the
Yeah, so he does have a decent hand, and his extra deck is 3 True King, 3 Trish, so he is ready to be able to make that play even if he does banish a copy or 2 off of his extravagance.
looking at Aaron's side on things I would have sided in for this matchup myself. I would have sided in the Drolls, and is he not playing? Oh, he's actually not playing Nibiru.
Yes, I was surprised as well to not see it at all in the main R side. But he has his 2 Dark Rulers, so I feel like he thinks that's enough. As well as the Mind Control, which is a very good card to force out his. If Jelani decides to not go for the full Tri-Gate combo, then you could just take the Apple and go from there.
Yep. And interesting thing too in Aaron's deck list is that he's playing the Mystic Mine.
Yeah.
So he should be able to either bait out the Appaloosa and then Palooza or Trigate with. I'm sorry, just the Trigate, I should say.
Just bait out Tri-Gate, activate Missing Mind, and stall for a bit until you get what you need to.
Just the OTK.
Yep.
But also the big problem is once he does let go of that mine is that he will have to deal with a sleeper. Unless he just summons Tyranno off the bat and books a sleeper and just swings.
And then the end phase, it's a maintenance cost to prevent a monster, and it has to go to maintenance. Or it's destroyed. Yeah, or I can let it die. I already stand there.
So, the players are just talking about what cards do, and here comes the.
It's not much return, and it's great effect. Discard a special like control screen.
And so let's see, is Jelani going to decide to add the Big Red? It looks like yes, Jalani did decide to take Big Red, so now he's going to activate Big Red. And finally, he gets to play Retaliating Sea.
There we go. No, this will stop most of the plays from the Spiral player, even though he can continue adding on cards. Honestly, this format against Spiral, like I've said before, I believe the strongest hand traps are Nibiru and Droll. But if you're not playing any of those, Sphere Mode gets rid of all your troubles.
Most definitely.
Especially if you're playing something that's not normal summon reliant.
Now, if Jelani can get to his drones, then he can still make the link, and the quick fix won't be banished because it's not from field, and it's not a monster when it's detached as a material.
Yeah, correct.
So he'll be able to still continue his combo a little bit.
The problem is he will have to get rid of the master plan.
And
to
that's
be
what
able
he's
to
looking
get
at
to
right
that
now.
point.
He's like, what do I do?
And he's getting rid of 3, so he might be going for the unicorn
And correction, Battalion C doesn't send monsters. It says any card to the graveyard.
It's a complete
so,
macrocosmos.
Yeah, it's macrocosmos. So even those materials are getting banished. So I'm not sure what he's gonna do here. Gonna have to unicorn it away.
Not sure what card he sent. There's a bit of
Scrapper
Cycler,
yeah.
looks like it. Discarding the tough for the Jet Synchron. This way he can just continue extending his plays. Search the DD Crow. And this might be a problem for Aaron as a Dino player if he gets the double evolution pill on something that he would need to banish from graveyard just because the DD Crow is crucial.
Yeah, but luckily you can also banish from hand. So if he does have another target in hand, he can still go ahead and resolve the evolution pill.
So far in Aaron's hand, we've seen 2 extravagances, Baby and the Retaliating Sea that he used. I think I just heard Aaron saying that they're guaranteed to top anyway.
Yeah, so because he realizes he's in quite of a tough spot here, so he's like, yeah, it's fine. I'll top anyway and redeem myself in top 8.
You know, there's one thing I would never understand from Yu-Gi-Oh players. You obviously have enough money to purchase a Palooza, but you don't bring dice to an event.
You have dice? The amount of time I hear that question is so crazy. Especially when pendulum plays don't bring dice.
Oh man,
It's like you have a million counters you need. Come on.
to be honest though, you cannot use dice to keep counters. Your opponent is supposed to be able to tell you how many counters are on it, according to the official Konami rules. Anyway.
So the official Konami just want you to cheat. Oh, he has only 2 counters on it. Judge activated 10 spells this turn. Judge, he only has 2 counters. What do you want me to tell you?
I mean, what's that? What's that good old saying? It's only cheating if I got caught.
Ooh, only opting for the Phoenix.
Phoenix
It's because
Apollo.
the plan was banished that the rest of his turn got
He's letting it
die.
letting it die and
And then-
re-adding it due to the effect of the barricade borg. I
Correct.
believe Aaron just wants to double check the effect of the barricade borg
He
blocker.
gets sponsor. Who gets sponsor? Jelani gets sponsor?
Yeah, Jalani is one of
Jalani
our
is sponsored.
Sino Zero team members. Is that Goofy?
It is.
Hi, Goofy. And here we go. He's starting off strong with the Pot of Extravagance.
3, 6.
Looking at Aaron's deck list, I think there's only a couple of cards that he doesn't get care getting banished. Basically, his 2 ways, 2 OTK's opponent, number 60, and the Pentastag.
So he drew another retaliating C.
So I see the Fire
I
True
see the
King,
Mystic
Mystic
Mind.
Mind.
Yeah.
Mystic
Yeah.
Mind might just be what
Yeah.
we have to do to get the OTK going, guys.
We need to get there.
Although I would have played that a bit differently. I would have gone into the battle phase. I do see an evenly match in his hands. Gone for the evenly and called it.
Ooh. And that might be game. Yep. Don't think you can stop the utility wire. And that puts it on top of your deck, which is the rough part.
You can still go into the battle phase and evenly match him. Which is what I would have done for. Oh, or no, it looks like that was on end
That
phase.
was on end phase. That's what I'm saying. Like that's most likely game. As long as Jelani doesn't, even if he uses a spell card to special summon something, he already knows it's a spell, so that's going through. And he's linking for
OTK Dragon. And there we go.
Yeah, that's it. Looks like we're gonna get a. How's that pendulum deck? Pendulums are not it, guys. I apologize. If there are any pendulum lovers
What are
in
pendulums? To be honest with you, after that ban list, Electromite Gun is 0. Even Triff probably can't get pendulums back.
No, pendulums are not it. And Triff still tries to make his videos pendulum's best deck, but
No, honestly,
yeah, it's
I lost all hope in Triff when he made a video of what was it? It was Thunder Dragon invoked Guard Dragons, and he goes Allure Darkness banishes Thunder Dragon Hawk. That's a light. Yep.
Listen, you can do what you want. When
mean-
you're one of these YouTubers, you do what you want, and everyone loves you.
I mean, let's try to get one of these duelists in here.
Yeah, see if we can get Jalani in here.
All right, one of my friends is actually texting me about the stream right now. Michael says, Dino Boy is trash. Super
Wow.
trash. Shout out to you, Mike.
Yeah, had that play gone through game 1, this would have been a completely different match.
Jalani did still have the Ghost Ogre for the diagram, so there wouldn't have been much Aaron could have done. But Jelani's break wasn't going to let him play out of it.
Yeah.
Aaron would have still been able to set up control with a Tyranno on board, but it's all debatable. Or not even a Tyranno, because he managed both miscellaneous to get the babies.
Yeah.
All right, let me go do some behind-the-scene works, and I'll let you take the interview.
Yeah, sure.
Who do you want to take, Aaron or Jalani first?
You bring on Jalani, and then I'll let you.
All right,
swap
cool.
out. You can take on Aaron.